What's up you guys, 11 Collector. Today I'm doing the review this time of the Star Wars Black Series Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. Here we have in the packaging, looking really nice. Big window showing everything in it. Black and white Boba Fett picture, looking really cool. Star Wars logo up top, read up and another picture. So all of the packaging, and here are the accessories we get with this figure, and we get quite a lot. First of all, we have some effects pieces. We get a couple of these jetpack booster flame sort of pieces. We get a nice orange to red transition, a little bit of red paint on there, but not too bad. And yeah, these look great. We also get this flamethrower piece, which looks really cool. And it attaches to Boba Fett's wrist. The effects, again, we get that red to yellow, little gaps in it, which just looks really realistic. So glad we get this piece, very nice to have. We also get his jetpack, which comes out of the packaging in separate pieces, obviously because this is the rocket that pegs into the top, just like that. But obviously once he's fired it, it just looks like that. So we do get it in two separate pieces, which is really nice to get. And these jetpack boosters are articulated. The jetpack looks really nice. This is from the design in the Return of the Jedi, so it's the blue and yellow sort of colour. That rocket as well, we get some nice black paint, as you can see, in the middle, which makes it look really nice, you know, sort of burnt, a little bit charred from the flames from the jetpack. You get some really nice weathering effects on that blue, but not so much any on the yellow or the silver, so kind of looks a bit odd, but so it would be nice to have some weathering there. But it is nice that we do get it on the blue and a bit up there and on there as well. Overall, like this jetpack, these pieces just plug in like so, just like that, and yeah, there you have his jetpack. With this figure, we also get his sort of wrist grappling hook thing here, which it looks pretty nice. These big loose bits of the knots isn't great, you know, it just sort of makes it look really unrealistic if you're taking a picture and you see that. So you might be able to maybe cut that, I'm not sure. But yeah, it would be nice to not have that, and then you just have this clip that goes around his wrist to have him. But it is a nice addition. So then we also get two guns. Firstly, we get his classic Boba Fett gun. I always forget the name. For me, it might be the E11 or something like that. But yeah, anyway, we get this nice sort of rusted look to the blaster. I guess it's based off how it looked in Return of the Jedi. The detailing is really cool. The sculpted as well as the paint. And we also get a chopped in half version, which you can actually plug back together. So you can have him, Luke Skywalker, chopping it in half like he did in that famous scene from Return of the Jedi. And it does look really cool. It looks almost the same, all the paint and everything. And then we do get this just yellow paint there to show where it's been cut in half. So here we have the Boba Fett figure itself, looking really cool right out of the packaging. A great representation of the character. Probably check a picture up next to it there. But anyway, really cool looking. Really love how this came out straight out of the box. All the detail is really nice on the head. This piece is, you can angle it down like that so you can fire the rocket, which is really nice, just articulated like that. All the weathering, scratches and everything. There's this helmet dent. I maybe would have liked a little bit more weathering around the helmet dent, as the helmet dent is usually like almost all silver. The sculpt is really nice as well. I haven't had issues. I heard some people had issues where the helmet was like sort of squished together and they'd heat it up. But on mine it is fine. All the way around we get that really nice detail, we get all the other painted detail. So moving down, he has this chest plate, which again looks really nice. All this weathering looks great. Usually it'd be like sort of red in there, but you know, it doesn't matter too much. He has his sort of capture, maybe Wookiee sort of hairs or something like that he has around his arm, looking really nice. Shoulder pads look great, the yellow with the scratching and the weathering and everything, and then he gets his logo there. His signet, I think is what they call it, or they call it Mandalorian. I think that would be his signet. Yeah, down here we get the pipes that go to his wrist. I would think those are for the flamethrowers, but his flamethrower comes out of his left hand. I think it comes out of his left in the films as well, although I'm not 100% sure. See, those are painted and they do stretch enough so that you can bend it forward and backwards without them snapping or coming out at all. And the wrist gauntlets as well look really nice. Maroon colour with all the weathering again. You can imagine all sorts of gadgets he has on these. Left one, which is obviously the one that has the most gadgets, as you can probably tell just from looking at it. We have the nice keypad, which is painted different colour as well. The weathering looks great again. Then he has this gold thing on the top. We see this from the films. Not sure what it is, but it does look like the whistling birds thing that the Mandalorian has. When you look at it up close, he has lots of dots on the top, but I'm not sure if it is or if it's just a wrist-mounted rocket launcher. Anyway, down here he has this piece that sticks out further. Now, from this figure, it's where the flamethrower attaches, so you think it's a flamethrower, but as you see in the Mandalorian Season 2, this actually is a blaster, so he shoots blaster bolts out of this like you would out of a pistol. but they shoot out of there. But I guess maybe it can do the flamethrower as well. We don't have any weathering on the back. It is painted, but I guess that's because the jetpack goes on there. So we get this nice cape piece looking really cool. Would have been nice again to have a little bit of sort of dust effect towards the bottom, although it doesn't quite reach his feet. We do get these little rip holes in it, which look pretty nice. I mean, you get a bit of sculpted detail. Then moving down, he has this nice utility belt, lots of pouches on it, and then some big pouches. This is not glued on, which is nice because it means you can move it down and then access this articulation a bit more and move it up to get, you know, the leg articulation and everything. Obviously because these would block it from the side splits, so that is really nice that they haven't have that glued on. You get this nice extra paint on the pad on the back, same on both sides. But you get two trigger finger hands as well, although one is sort of less and more of just a holding. Underneath that, he's got a red sort of sash belt there with some green armor, some weathering, looking pretty cool. Got the big pouches on his legs. Really nice detail on these knee pads there. See the silver on the yellow, looks great. Obviously these shoot little rockets, which is cool. Then he has his accessories in his shin pouches. They look great, you know, his classic Boba Fett feet with the stripe down it and the spikes on the end. But yeah, so really nice figure. Love this figure a lot. Very nice to have a Boba Fett like this in my collection. Now let's chuck the jetpack on, and it just plugs on the back like the Mandalorian one did, although not quite the same. And yeah, it's really nice that these plugs actually go into the clips there. Looks really cool, really nice. Like I said, you can take the rocket off, and he has it without the rocket, and it still looks great. You can have him, you know, targeting and then firing the rocket. And yeah, there you go, there you have all his effects pieces in. Moving on, like I said before, his flamethrower goes onto his wrist thing here, and I think you just chuck it in like that. Obviously it's a bit difficult because of the hand, but you can sort of angle it out of the way first, then plug it in, and then move the hand back afterwards. And then obviously you can have him, you know, with his flamethrower going, looking very, very cool. Like I said, in the accessories section, he does come with this piece, which isn't the best, but it's all right. And like I said, the knot's very large, but if you sort of angle it like that, you can't see it on that side, and you could probably trim it with some scissors on there, you know, wrap it around another figure. Next up we have his classic gun. This is the only gun he comes with. I would have kind of liked it if he came with a pistol as well, because I know he does have one sometimes, and it looks pretty cool. As previously mentioned, he does come with the other side, which does fit in his hand as well, looking pretty cool, and you can just plug that in as well if you want. Now let's go through the articulation. His head goes back / up about that far, not too high. It would be nice to get a bit higher so we can get those flying poses, but he does look down very far. This piece is articulated, as I said before, so we can spin all the way around, and a bit of a head pivot side to side. Arms move up about that high. Obviously those shoulder pads are flexible. He has a shoulder swivel. On this side it's hinged by the pipes, but on this side it is not. We get a single bend at the elbow. It's not hindered, these stretch enough on this side, and not at all obviously on this side. Jetpack's come off. There's a waist swivel as well. They sort of mixed in with an ab crunch, and it sort of clicks, which is a bit worrying, but yeah. Crunches forward that far and backwards that far. Anyway, I don't think there's another swivel down there, so the legs come out that far, kick forward that far, and backwards that far. We get a thigh swivel there, a single jointed knee, a swivel at the knee, and the feet move forward, back, and a pivot. Now let's get into some comparisons. So firstly here, Boba Fett is next to the Mandalorian figure in his Beskar armor. Obviously Boba Fett was in the season 2 of Mandalorian, and now he's in the Book of Boba Fett. Here we have Boba Fett next to a Stormtrooper. I think he scales pretty well. I maybe thought he would be a little bit taller than a Stormtrooper, but they are about the same height. So here he is next to Darth Vader. Obviously we see him a few times in the films working with Darth Vader, and I think Darth Vader is adequately taller than Boba Fett. Now let's get into the posing. So yeah, overall, really love this figure. Really glad that they released this one. Amazing figure. Can't wait to spend hours posing it around in various scenes. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Please like and subscribe. Bye.